Music makes you braver. I can't agree more. In fact, when I need to focus on whatever project I'm working on, oftentimes I will play their epic scores in the background, and I can guarantee that it bleeds into whatever I am working on. Think of all the movies you've seen. How many of them were influenced by how amazing the trailer looked? After all, a trailer is supposed to entice you to see their movie. Now, think about the trailers. What about them inspired you? What about them pumped you up? It's the music. I mean, the action bits help too, but for this video's purposes, we're focusing on the musical aspect of the trailers. So, it's the music. And it's supposed to be. The genre has been coined epic music by its fan base, and the purpose is to condense an epic score into a very short time. This makes it ideal to use for movie trailers, and that's where epic music originated. It began in the 90s, and this music was only released industrially, meaning that only production companies got to experience the genre. But the public wanted in on the listening experience, so they pushed for the companies to publicly release their music. It wasn't until recently that some of these music companies started to commercially release some of their private albums to the public. Surprisingly to them, there was a crowd for it. Meanwhile, epic music has been used continuously in movie, video game, and TV trailers. One of these orchestras are Two Steps from Hell, whose music is featured here. They have been picking up a lot of traction and are more well known, despite only being founded in 2006. They reluctantly released a few of their tracks in 2010 on their first public album entitled Invincible. Fan response was overwhelming. It wasn't long before they demanded more. And more. And more. Finally, they caved, and their YouTube channel now contains over 1,000 tracks and growing of epic music, ranging in themes, tones, and styles. But the fans are demanding more, up to the point where Two Steps from Hell finally performed a live concert at the Disney Hall in Los Angeles in 2013. So, who are these Two Steps from Genius? The company has been founded by Nick Phoenix and Thomas Bergerson. Both of them write and compose the music. Nick Phoenix was born in the UK, but grew up in Connecticut. In addition to writing and composing music, Nick has recently written a novel called Colin Frake on Fire Mountain. He and Bergerson composed an album to accompany the fantasy novel, and is now writing a second book and a second album to accompany it. Thomas Bergerson is from Norway, and in addition to producing music for Two Steps from Hell, he has been composing solo albums. Bergerson prides himself on being experimental with his music, often breaking the rules and testing the waters, relating his studio to his own Fortress of Solitude. Recently of note, he had been handpicked to write the trailer score for the hit sci-fi film Interstellar.
This world's a treasure.
We're here.
Well, we got this far, farther than any human in history.
Well, not far enough. Make it count.
Where's the mountains?
Those aren't mountains. They're waves.
Some TV comedies have used these epic, awe-inspiring scores to accompany their mundane, deadpan style.
Now, I'm using my knowledge to help struggling small business owners make it in this competitive world. This is Nathan for you.
Others build up hype, swelling the music, only to reverse their tone.
If I won, I would feel incredible.
This is Kenichi Ibina, the winner of 2013's 8th season of America's Got Talent. He knows that epic music can make all the difference. As you can see, music truly does make you braver.